What is up, weirdos? I kind of want to jump on here and explain myself, even though I don't really like to do that. I feel like my last video was pretty crass, okay? And it's not in my nature to be so negative, even though I got these feelings inside me, okay? I'm watching a gorgeous sunset here, and it's pretty. It's the tail end, but still pretty. Anywho, I kind of want to explain what sparked that, because someone asked me, like, what sparked that? Okay? And it could have been the couple of tall boys that I drank. It's like 3 of them, all right? They were IPAs, too. a goose IPA, so I was just, and I did something that I normally don't do, which is I had a couple of beers after work when I wasn't in a good mood. Like that day, I just wasn't in a good mood, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's very important to me. I, it's against my nature to drink when I'm not in a good mood, because I feel like it just ensues sorrow, okay? I only like to drink when I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling good like every day. So like I try, I had a couple like every day, pretty much. Not every day, but you know. Anyway, what really sparked me was the night before I made that video. I had a dream. It was just a kooky dream, okay? My mom had sent me to go get takeout. I was in the city. This was like, I guess it was like a this was like, I was still living at my parents' house, and my mom had sent me out to get takeout, living in the city. And she didn't tell me where where they got food from. She's just like, go pick up this takeout. I was like, okay. So I go on, like, my dad, they were like, my dad was in this dream, and the only thing I was focused on in this dream was hurrying up to pick up their takeout, because I had to go to bed early as fuck to get up for work, to be at work at 4:30 in the morning, which is my schedule right now. And I mean, most of the time, not most of the time, but for the past couple weeks, we've been on 10-hour shifts, and we gotta be there at 4:30 in the morning. So I gotta get up at like just before 3. And when I dream about my dad, he has, if you don't know, my dad has passed. He died in a skydiving accident, of course, unexpectedly. And so when I do dream about him, like, it's important to me. That's the only time I get to spend with him anymore, is in my dreams. I'm trying to get choked up, but that's the only time that I get to see my dad anymore. And the only thing I was worried about in this dream was getting to bed, because I had to be up for work. And so that's what really, really sparked just my serious bad mood that day about wasting my life away on some stupid ass company that doesn't give a shit about me, that takes me for granted, that strung me along for a whole year before they even hired me on. And I work so hard. I work hard with everything that I do. I put 110% into everything that I do. I just want to do a good job. And so for my bullshit job to infiltrate my dreams and get in the way of me spending time with my dad in my dreams, that's a problem for me. That's a serious problem. And so that's what really, really just put me in an awful mood that day. And even though, and I stopped at a gas station in the town that I work in, and I went to grab a couple beers. And when I got to the register, like, some clown was like on his phone with his credit card company, and all he said was, well, can you just make this work? Because I'm trying to get a pack of smokes. And I was like, okay, that's my sign that I should not be drinking. Like, I knew that I shouldn't be drinking. And so I actually went and I put my beers back. And, like, I, of course, you know, like, I'm super friendly with the cashier because I see her all the time. And he was like, you know, I just got a sign that I shouldn't be drinking. And so she was like, oh, good, 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 good. So you just came in to say hi. And I was like, yeah, I just came in to say hi. And I left and I started driving home, and I got about 15 minutes in, and there's one little town that I hit before I get to just like 11 miles from my house. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna get a couple beers, right? Like, I do want to have a couple beers. I had to spread some hay or some straw in this chicken coop. So I was like, I want to have a beer while I do that. So yeah, I drank in a bad mood. And I was sitting watching the sunset that night, and I just started thinking, I was like, I should make a fucking video because I'm pissed off. And I mean, of course, like, you know, missing out on time with my dad and my dreams was one thing, but there's just so much going on in my life right now. I mean, it's not even really in my life. It's really like seeing shit that happens to other people and they don't know how to handle it, and they just take it. They just take it, because that's all that they think that they have to do, and they don't. They don't. It's fucking bullshit. I hate seeing people treated like garbage. Of course, like, I get treated like garbage, like, for so long, and I'm like, okay with it. When I see other people get treated like garbage, I'm like, you know, like, that's a problem. So, yeah, that's where that came from. That's where that really came from, you know? And, like, I really do want to share, like, my theories and my feelings on, like, our existence and what we should be focusing on, because our fucking jobs is not it. Not it. I don't know. I hope to share those things more eloquently in the future, besides motherfucker this and motherfucker that. You know, like, I do get fired up, and of course I want to show people my passion, okay, for this garbage society that we're living in. But I want to do it in a positive way. And I want people to better connect with themselves in a positive way, and better themselves in a positive way, as opposed to being angry. Some people, like myself, for example, I don't start making changes until I'm really fucking fed up. And then I'm like, okay, fuck this, you know? It made me think this week about, like, when you're, like, massage therapists, okay, are infamous for just, like, dipping out of jobs and whatnot. Of course, if they don't feel like they're being treated well, they dip out. It's just like a thing with massage therapists. People call them flaky, okay? You know what? No. Massage therapists, we are not flaky. I feel like people who want to get into massage, people who actually want to help people, they are just more spiritually connected with their higher selves, okay? And when they feel like they are not being served well for the service that they are providing, they just don't tolerate it, and they just dip the fuck out, okay? It has nothing to do with being a massage therapist. It has to do with being, like, a spiritually enlightened person. It's like, if something is not serving me well, bye, see ya. And like, that's another thing, is like, I've been taught to feel bad about dipping out of any job at all. because, like, without notice or whatever. But it's like, does a job give you notice when they want to let you go? Absolutely fucking not. They don't let you know that they're going to fire you. And I know hardworking people who just get let go because of technicalities, or a few people at my work got let go this year because they ran out of hours. You get a certain amount of hours. Okay, you're only allowed a certain amount of time to be sick every year. You're only allowed a certain amount of time for your children to be sick for you to take off of work every year, okay? And it's like, fuck you. Life happens, okay? I can't predict my life. I can't predict that I'm only going to be able to miss 6 days of work in a whole year, you know? Like, come on. We're humans. We're not robots. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, what a joke. What a fucking joke. I know one thing, like, when my family had our business, like, there were no hours. Like, people didn't get marked down for missing. Like, I mean, of course, if you're not showing up to work, like, not calling, you know, not doing your job, not showing up on time, of course, you're gonna get let go. But life is life, and people are people. We're only human. We're not fucking robots. I've had a couple beers already. So I'm rambling on. I'm sorry. I'll try not to go too long, but yeah, I just kind of want to apologize because I feel like I jumped into that video a little too in a bad mood. I was in a bad mood. All right. I don't want to project that shit onto other people. I really don't. I am leaving it up though. I was going to delete it. I was going to delete the post on Facebook too because I don't want people to like pull up my profile. Like, that's the first thing they see is like, motherfucker this and motherfucker that. But I can't now. I got too much of a response out of it. I think people are hearing me, are hearing my message. I can't wait to share more. I can't wait. So excited. I have so many things that I just, like, with narcissistic abuse recovery and natural living and just like anti-Western medicine kind of living. I'm super against big pharma because they don't create cures. They create, cures for symptoms, which just inevitably create more problems for people. Here, take a pill for this. Here, take a pill for that. So I'm really excited to share, and I hope that people don't lose interest in my messages because I'm gonna be all over the place. I hope you keep watching me and I hope you keep listening to me. I know I might be all over the place sometimes, but I have a point. I do. And even though everybody that meets me, like, has no clue, like, the crazy ass life that I've lived. I lived like 11 lives, okay? I've lived like 111 lives. Like, I hope that people can connect with me and understand where I'm coming from, and I hope that I can help someone. God, if I can help just one person, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. If I can help one person see that they are amazing and talented and smart in something, I've succeeded in my mission. I don't know. If you're still watching, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate your time.